Maybe, I don't even know. But I'm just gonna be wacky rigging it just a little bit out here. There could be some bass in here. I really don't know. I haven't fished in a long time. I normally don't fish with this rod either, but my lures is out of line pretty much. You can only throw about 20 feet. So that's what we'll be fishing with the lures. It's really low. Still full zero, that's alright. I'm gonna call him night with it. Let's see. Okay, still 0 people. Keep going. Nobody wants to watch the channel anymore. We might do some hopping around though. Might head back down that way. Ooh. We had a hit there. Well, I need to put another weight on so I can throw it a little bit further. We got anybody here watching yet? Is there a frog or something jumping through the wood? We got 10. Hello, Fernando. It's a cool name. Fernando. I like it. Might fall and hurt myself here. I don't know if y'all can see good where I'm casting right now, but there's a tree over here I've been casting at. So we had one bite so far. I couldn't really tell if it was big or not. It was real close. First time we've been live in a while. it took my worm. That was terrible too. A terrible job by me. I have no clue what that was. My worm was on good. They just bit it off. It could have been a gar. I don't know. But that's all right because I have more worms. 11 people. I'm wearing the right fishing gear. Yeah, I like this non-brand name stuff. I guess, I don't know. I haven't fished down here in a while. The last time I was down here is probably the last time I streamed down here. Big fish jumping down that way. I don't know if y'all can hear it. Let's make a pole real quick. Let's see if I can still do it. All right. Is that on y'all's screen? Because it's right in the middle of mine. I'd assume y'all can take it down though. Okay, maybe y'all can see it. Comment it and tell me if it's like in the way for y'all, because I don't know. I haven't streamed in a while. And you can try if I can update. I really don't know what could have just took off my worm like that, because it didn't feel like it was a big hit. Unless it, I don't know if y'all would even eat that. I'm gonna give it about one more cast here, and one more cast there. Hello, Darth Monkey, and bye, Darth Monkey. Hey, I saw that press point. We only got 3 people in. Daggum. At least y'all are all new, because I haven't seen y'all before. I think we're gonna make one more cast here, and then move down. We might go that way instead, because that way there's a bunch of like green nasty stuff on top of the water. So. we're going to a different spot. I got only one of y'all. Let's come back here right quick and we'll get to moving. I think we're just going to try to cast right down there. And hopefully we can get a few fish. I know at this rate I'd be about happy with a few bites. You know, there's a lot of little fish up on the side of the banks here. So maybe that means there'll be big fish. Or some little fish equals big fish. So maybe I'll always stable right there. There's been a lot of beavers down here. We'll track that. Oh, what a catch, buddy. Daggum. Knew that was going to happen. What's up, DM Edits? Put my portable charger in right there. Okay. Got the charger going now. We should be good. I am fishing with a wacky rig with a bullet weight on, and for some reason I'm using a circle hook. Try to catch some bass. I know it's been a while since I've been live. So it looks like 15% of you don't like fishing, while 85% of you do. So that's pretty good. Surprised Mark hadn't made an appearance yet. Maybe I can do this tomorrow, hopefully. we get a lot more people in because Saturdays. I don't know. I feel like they might have had something there. They're hung on something. I don't know. There's a lot of sticks in the water right now. But most time on Saturdays you get more views and more people are watching and everything. But since college football started, and I haven't done a stream since that's happened, don't know how it's gonna do. I think that's just like a little bluegill hitting me or something. Like that's all that's in here. Okay. Like that. I did hear about Charlie Kirk about 10 minutes after it happened. It's terrible. Yeah, we hadn't had a bite in a few minutes. So. I do remember you. I think you've changed your name, hadn't you? Because it was like, what was it? I don't think I remember what your name was, but what's up, Roxy? How are you? I think I'll make a few more casts here and then move on down a little ways. Got some blood flying around my ear. This is my old Walmart Ugly Stick rod. It has some rust all over it. And something jumping around up there in the woods. But I would be fishing with my lures, except it run out of fishing line. So. There's just a lot of like little sticks on the bottom to get caught off. Keep thinking it's like a little fish at the start, but then I'm like, nah, it's definitely not a fish. Oh yeah? You going to a college football game tomorrow? Who you going to watch? I think I've been to one college football game, and it was like 11 years ago. So I don't really remember much about it. I don't even remember who won. I don't even remember who played. But I just know I was there. Okay, let me get my tripod back out. Duke versus North Carolina State. That's pretty cool. Where's it at? You a Duke fan or a North Carolina State fan? We hit 650 subscribers about a month and a half ago, probably. And we sat there, and it's gone up and down, but it stayed right on 250-ish, like 249 to 251. Like sometimes if we lose a subscriber, we'll gain one back the next day, or it was like probably that happened like 10 times. But hopefully we can get up to about 700 at some point soon. If I had more time, I would be out here doing this a lot more. I think YouTube is not putting these in the short feed as much as they used to, so they're not getting as many views. But it's still good. It's still fun to come out here and fish, and you'll watch me not catch anything, So 82% of y'all like fishing out of 17 votes. So I'm trying to do the math in my head. It's like what, 4 of y'all don't like? Oh, is that completely wrong? Hello, DMS. I thought you were already here, but I guess you came back. No, you see me? I really thought that we'd have caught one on the wacky rig by now. I think we had 2 bites. I don't think they were big though. I don't know, one of them might have been, it just ripped the worm off my hook. It was like 4th cast. See waves up there, so. Might just need to wait for it to get a little bit lower to where it gets to be about like 6 feet high, and then we'll come down here with like a crankbait or something, which sounds really weird, but like I catch them a lot whenever the water gets down on crankbaits. Like a few years ago, whenever I started coming down here, it was like the first time I came fishing down here. I got my dad's rod and reel. Put on the biggest crankbait I've ever seen in my life. I don't even know how I could cast it, because it was made like way bigger than the rod was supposed to be casting. The thing was huge, because it was like the crankbait. I don't know the sizes very much, but the crankbait was like this big. So it's like the size of my hand, and it was. So there's like a big tree just out here, and there's tons of bass just hanging around it. And I would cast the crankbait on the other side of the tree and just let kind of walk it back slowly, reel it down before it gets the tree, then let off and let it come up, and then slowly reel it over the tree and come down. And I caught two, like 2.5 pound or 3 pounders that day. So you speaking, what is that? Is that Russian? I have no clue what that is. It says, yeah, I don't know what that means, man. I really don't even know how you get your keyboard to do that. A lot of bugs just landed on me. Ooh, is that a fish? I feel like that's a tree. What? I think it is a stick. Yeah, a little bitty stick. When it started moving, I was like, oh, we finally caught one. Oh, I caught. There we go. Let's see, 9 people. Okay, it's not bad. But are you a Duke or a North Carolina State fan? I normally like the catfish. I just didn't want to go dig up worms. And it's too dry because we haven't had rain in a while. And it'd be really hard to find the worms, but it'd also be hard to find crawfish because there's no water in the places where I normally get them. So I really don't know what you're asking what for, Dan Medits. I've said quite a few things. I don't know exactly what you're talking about, but we'll move on down a little bit further. Got some deer tracks on the ground. I don't know if y'all can see any of them. Got a few deer tracks. My buddy, he sent me a picture. He's got a 12 on camera already, a 12 pointer. So I think that's gonna be his big goal. And he has a few 8 points. And there's just a bunch of deer back behind his house. So I don't know what's in the water over there, but he's got some big deer. So if you want to go check him out, I think it's, I forgot what his new name's called, but his old name is Lee Outdoors. Might have to give him a shout out or something at some point. NCSU. Alright. So you're a North Carolina State fan. Pretty cool. See, armadillos have been down here too, tearing all this up. But trying to find a good spot to cast toward. Don't look like there's a super good spot right up here because it's shallow. But you've been to 2 college games. That's pretty cool. Was that this year? Both of them this year, or has that just been your whole life? An old John boat. I think I'm gonna set up right here and cast it. Oh, it's gonna fall. Need to lower the back here. There we go. This tripod's actually pretty nice. But, oh, 3 people. Okay, it's steadily declined on views. So, oh well. Like if I catch something, it's gonna be right up here. I still got bugs landing all over me. Got some ducks landing on down there that way. Probably have not migrated yet. Seen a lot of geese and all them. Back up to 12 people. How is everyone? 18 votes and 83% of y'all like fishing. That's a pretty good percentage. Y'all should subscribe if y'all want to see some more fishing stuff like this, where we actually catch fish. Because every once in a while, we'll have a stream where we catch a good bit, and then there's some times where we don't catch anything. It's just part of fishing, I guess, but I feel like we've probably had more streams where we haven't caught fish than we have caught fish. So. Tomorrow, might have to go. I'm not sure if I've done a stream over there or not, but I think it might have been the last stream I had where there's a bunch of gar just jumping everywhere, and you could just see them coming up and touching the tips of the water. And I'm gonna try to get on the other side of that. So, no, I haven't caught one yet today. I've had a few bites. But I think all that's in here right now is just little fish. Surprisingly, I haven't seen a big fish yet. I've just seen a bunch of little bitty ones. But, oh no, I did lose a worm early, so. Ooh, somebody had a tap right there. Felt like one. If we were to go up the creek about a mile that way, then we could probably catch it some. But I sold my kayaks. I was gonna get a better, bigger fishing kayak. Then I found out that they're all like $700. So no kayak. I'm only going to use it in the summertime because I don't ever have time to whenever school's in. So. Okay. Ain't gonna make many more casts. Been going almost 40 minutes. In the streams in the summertime, you sometimes have like 30 to 40 people watching at one time. The streams in school year, especially like mid-school year, you don't get too many views on it because people are too busy, doing sports and stuff, and just doing all their homework and everything else. So sadly, nobody's on YouTube during the school year. Okay, back up to 7 people. I guess the short speed is still putting it out there a little bit. But it's got down so low. I haven't seen any big fish at all. So Like during the summer, you can see where the water comes up to over there. Where the phone's at right now, it would probably be underwater, especially in like whenever it's at above full pool, especially because like trying to find like a good marker. But like that tree, that right over there, the bigger one that hangs over the water. Whenever it's above full pool, it's probably touching its limbs hanging down there. So it gets pretty full, and there's some really big fish that come through here. But sadly, haven't caught anything. If we don't get a bite in 2 casts, we're going home. And we need some more comments, because that's what makes it fun to come out here and go live. Comments. I might have to come back down here and try some top water. Like a whopper plopper or jitterbug or something like that. Can't go anything that's not top water unless it's plastics right now. Because like up here close to the bank and like 25 feet out that way, it's just like 2 inches deep. So. Last cast. If we don't have a bite on this, we're going to the house. I'll cast this one good too. I need to go get some live frogs. Those are good fish bait. It ain't looking good. Looks like we're gonna be heading to the house. All right, we heading to the house. How nasty the water is and how muddy it is, because just how messy this, my lure is, or not lure, but my worm and the bullet weight and all that. So, this is the worms I was using. So, bluish green worms. My grandpa told me, he says some blue and green worms. He meant like 2 different kinds. But I'm too cheap because worms are like $6 a pack, and I decided to get one with both the colors. So, hello, Maylee Grace. How has everyone's day been? Oh wait, you're the only. No, we got 7 people. 7. Oh, nice. Okay. Okay, so 86% of y'all like fish. Hello, Pierce Music fan. I was just about to pack it up and head it to the house, but it looks like we got a few more people in, so I might have to make a few more casts for y'all. Put the tripod down right quick so I can actually walk without it hitting the ground. This tripod gets to be like 6 feet long, so it gets higher than that actually, because it gets to be way taller than me. Oh, I'm gonna be upside down for a second. Okay, maybe the... Okay. The wrong account. Hey, if you're subscribing to me on both of them accounts, that's alright. Oh, it's you, Mark? From a different account. That's what I'm talking about. Are you subscribed to me on both of them? Oh, that's a gar. You know what? We'll cast that anyway, because why not? I don't know where it went, but I'm pretty sure that was a little alligator gar. It only looked to be about 3 foot long, so not a super monster. Oh, crap. Poor charger fell out. This thing saves the day. That's awesome, Mark. Appreciate it. Okay. No, I have not caught anything. I've had a few bites. I'm not sure if anything's really in here right now except for little fish and alligator gar. But I've been live for 45 minutes. I was about to end the stream until you hopped in. I would like to catch one. Just one. It don't have to be big. I just want to catch one. You know? Sometimes that's the reason I'm not catching it, because there's an alligator gar right up there. I have all the other fish run out of here. If there was a camera that you could put underwater like a trail cam, and it goes off whenever a fish comes by, and it's like clear and can actually see, unlike my GoPro, that'd be awesome. What is up, Fishing Art TV? Think you could give me some pointers on how to catch bass whenever the water's low, lots of little fish are in, and gar are in. Because I need some advice, because I'm not catching anything. I had like 2 bites. No, you don't have to leave me on. It'll appreciate it and all, but that's fine. I'm about to end the stream anyway. Ooh, that was it for sure. Tiny hit. Then we have nothing. I'm gonna say 5 more casts, and that'd be all. Supper is ready. Apparently, I'm not gonna get 5 casts in, so I'll have to head back to the house. Come on, just one fish. One fish. The decent guard jumped on there. I didn't think they would still be here, but they are. That's the only time I have to fish is whenever the guard do come in. But they also come in with the catfish, and that's what I like to catch the most. So. I wish I'd have been alive whenever my Asian buddy, you know, I took him fishing on that short. No, I didn't have a short about that, but I did take him fishing, and I wasn't live because I was with him. And we caught like a 10-pound flathead. Well, I caught a 10-pound flathead. He bought the worms and he brought all the fancy equipment. I kind of walked out there with a hook and a weight, and I caught the fish. I kind of felt bad because he had to drive down to my house. He was about 30 minutes away. They had to pay for the worms, and I caught the fish. So I guess it's part of fishing, though. So. Lower my tripod right quick. Okay. Nope, this tripod's kind of hard to work. There we go. Now y'all upside down. It'll be all right. The phone's probably screaming at me, but that's a nice bass. Did you eat him? Did you throw him back? Did you put him on the wall? What did you do with him? My tripod keeps spinning. I don't want to walk the long way, so I'm going through the weeds. Back in the pond. You can catch them next time you go, huh? I guess that's the best way to do it, unless you're putting them up on the wall. I think a fish that's mounted is really cool, especially, you know, them big bluegill, like them ones that are like 2.5 pounds. But the bass on the wall are pretty cool. I don't know if I like European mounts or shoulder mounts for deer better. I mean, if it's a big buck, you know, like 10 point, a shoulder mount, you know, pretty awesome. But I like European mounts anyway, though. So. Always fishing for bass or really anything that bites our rope and cares as long as that's